I'm going to try something a little bit different today to clear this light snowfall we got last night. Stick around. It's coming up next. Well, here we are, our first snow of the year, of the season, really. It's just a couple inches, but it's enough. We're going to have to get out there and clear the driveway and probably a couple of neighbors too. It's about 26 degrees this morning. This is really beautiful. So it's just enough that, well, I'm going to get out there and see if we can even use the snow blower. I'll probably just use the bucket. You know what I'd really like to use? A power broom. You can see it's light and powdery, and I don't know, I'd say maybe we got 3 inches. Not a big deal. This will be very easy to clean off, but if you don't get it all the way, there's going to probably be a nice layer of ice. So we'll get a chance to use our new steel power sweep and see how nice it cleans off that walkway. We'll clear off the driveway, and we'll see if any of the neighbors need our help. Let's go out to the shop. Well, it's not too bad in here. About 40 degrees here in the shop. We got some shuffling around to do. You can see the snow blower is still against the wall. It hasn't moved from there probably since March, maybe April, when I put it in the back, being confident that I wasn't going to have to break it out again. So I'm still on the fence if I actually want to use the snowblower today. It's not going to hurt to actually get it mounted, since we're not going to really be using any other attachments over the winter. So I'll probably dig that out and get that mounted. We also have to take the dual wheel kit off of here, remove the outer wheels, and get that done. So let's do that. Get this thing set up, and then we'll go out and start pushing some snow. Taking the outer wheels off is really easy, and if you have a stubborn outer wheel that you just can't spin off by hand, here's a video where I explain how to do that. I'm not going to do a full video on that now. I have a bunch of other videos that show it. So let's get these off and get the attachments mounted. I use a 27mm socket, breaker bar. Boy, that's on there pretty good. Hammer. That's it. You just do that 3 more times and you're done. Whoa! Now these draw bolts should be torqued to, I believe it's 150 foot-pounds according to the manual. It's pretty snug. What helps too is if you put a little bit of grease in these threads and keep them clean, and that helps them spin off so much easier when you need to. When you take off the outer wheels, you want to make sure you put the plugs in. Again, it helps protect the threads and keep them clean. Since I already have the blower on and the snow is very light and fluffy, I'm going to do a little experiment. And I'm going to see how well this blower actually works. Now the power blower is pretty awesome. At maximum RPM, about 3,200 RPM, that will generate winds of about 190 miles an hour, 195 somewhere in there, and about 4,000 cubic feet a minute. Now the turbine blower generates twice the amount of cubic feet per minute, about 8,000, at a slightly less wind speed of about 180 to 185. But when it comes to moving things with wind, the cubic feet, the volume of the air that you're moving is key. You could blow 300 miles an hour through a straw and you're not going to get much result. So the power blower is good. The turbine blower is just awesome. The difference in the capability is that the turbine blower, you cannot adjust it to blow directly in front of you. The power blower, you can. So I really appreciate that capability. Plus its small size. I keep complaining about our shop here because as large as it is, we run out of floor space. And if I get a new attachment or some other thing, I got to find a place to put it. And the turbine blower is awesome, but it also takes up a lot of space. In areas that have already been compacted, stepped on, driven over, it's not going to work. But in untouched areas, in snow like this, we should do pretty well. Let's find out. The engine's not warmed up enough. That's not too bad. Saved me a little bit of work. Just gonna have to do a little cleanup where I walked on it. Okay. because of how cold it is out, once I clear that snow off the surface, it will create a sheet of ice. Whether you're using a bucket, a blade, or a snow blower, you're gonna have this. The only way that you can combat something like this is with actual full contact with a brush, like the narrow broom. But in any case, I'd say that the blower does a fairly good job. I really can't complain about that. I can't see any of the other tools I have, any of the other attachments in the shop, doing too much better than this. I might put the bucket on and clean this up a little bit, but overall I'm pretty happy. especially on the walkway, that I don't want to scrape or damage in any way. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Well, I'd say the bucket or a blade definitely does a cleaner job, but no matter how close you get down to the surface, you're going to have a little bit of ice here. As you can see, it's pretty slippery. So the narrow broom or any power broom would do a really great job getting what's left of the ice off of here. But overall, this isn't too bad. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have, please take the time to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and hit the notifications bell. And that way, when we upload a new video, not only will you be the first to know, but you'll also help other people find this awesome channel for this awesome equipment. We have lots of great stuff coming up in the near future. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.